Outdoor cafes are very popular these days, but you are out there in the public, people walking by, driving by, you don't know who they are.
Welcome to First Person Defender, where regular people come face to face with unknown attackers and fight their way out.
Today on the show, Chris is our good guy. He actually was the victim of an armed robbery. That started his journey on getting prepared for self-defense. He carries every day. He's taken lots of classes, even force-on-force classes. So he's doing his best to be prepared.
Ryan, I really like Chris. He's got an interesting background. He's a fixer, and he also wants to fix his own personal safety.
Yeah, he's taking it seriously. He's taking lots of classes, but it's going to be interesting in this scenario for him.
Well, I love the way he dresses. He dresses just like a guy that carries a gun on his waistband. Outside, he wears the vest.
Yep.
He's going to do the same thing in this scenario. I think he's going to have a great time because it's a very real scenario.
Yeah, this is taken right from the headlines. We've got the Umarex guns loaded up, paintball marking, but will he just protect himself or will he protect strangers?
Well, he made that comment to us when we were talking to him. He wants to protect himself, he wants to protect others, but legally, is it worth it?
This is taken from a real scenario, and we're really seeing this type of stuff happening more often on these sidewalk cafes.
Yeah, people can walk right up to you. They can ask you for money. They can ask you for things. You could get robbed.
Sophia, I'll be your server today.
Okay.
What would you like to drink?
Yeah, I will be your server today.
I'm gonna say this once only. Empty your pockets, give me everything you have. If you don't, I'm gonna blow your phones out.
Oh, he just noticed the gun.
Hey, you too. Put your shit on the table. Empty your pockets, put your shit on the table right now. If you don't, I'm gonna shoot y'all. Go ahead. Give me your shit. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Oh, wow.
Guys, y'all go.
He doesn't know what he wants to do.
He's
here.
using cover. He's trying to find his phone. He's getting on the phone.
911. We had a shooting at the bar and grill.
Index, index, index.
Was there a splatter on your helmet there?
Yeah, he got me after I shot him twice.
Really? Let's start at the beginning and kind of walk me through this. You're sitting there at the cafe, and what are you thinking at that point?
I'm sitting at the cafe and I'm doing basically what I normally do is I put my back to a wall somewhere. I didn't like sitting in front of the glass. I just barely saw the top of his head as he came around the corner. And then as he came up and started talking to him, I couldn't hear what they were saying very well. But then when I realized that he had the gun out.
When did you see that? What made you perceive it?
He had it out blatantly in front of him from what I could see.
Okay,
Now, I don't know if he started further back and came out further as he talked to him, or if he had it out that far the whole time.
You kind of started searching your vest a little bit, I noticed.
Well, he said, put your stuff out, so I pulled the wallet out.
That's what you were doing, pulling the wallet and put it on the table?
And I was making it obvious that it was the wallet that I was pulling out. And as I pulled this out, I said, well, that's the perfect cover that I need. He's already looking at me, pulling stuff out.
Okay.
So I pulled this way to cover the draw.
Do you think you were justified in shooting him?
He had his gun out on two guys. It looked like a holdup. Now, I could find out later, and this is always my concern about this sort of thing. I could find out that, hey, look, I just bought this. I couldn't understand everything they said, but it didn't sound like a casual conversation.
You drew the gun and you decided to shoot. How many times did you shoot? What was the movement?
I shot twice. As close as he was, I just pointed for the chest area.
Okay.
I didn't use sights because I was arm length away. Popped him twice. He went down solid, and he hit me, I think, on the left side. He went right by my eye.
Even when you do things right, you can still get shot.
Yeah.
I mean, two shots on the bad guy, he goes down, but as he goes down, muscle reflex, he may have not even been really trying to shoot you. He may just kind of squeeze the trigger, unlucky, hit you.
I like what Branka makes the comment. He says, every encounter has a possibility of having a negative outcome, even if you're completely right.
The Ruger LCP Max, almost the same size as the LCP2, so very small, easy to carry around, but holds more ammo. Comes with a 10-round mag and a 12-round mag. Lots of 380 ACP, and it even comes with a pocket holster, gives you lots of options for carry. The LCP Max from Ruger.
All right, so give me your vest. We're going to talk about some training moves. Let me put this on. This is cool. We've got this charged up with some rubber balls. I'm just gonna put it here. Oh, I'll put it way back here for now. So you see what's going on over here. Willis is dealing with them. You're getting things out of your pocket. You did this, and you went and you got your gun out, and you had it here. Now somebody at home is gonna say, oh, well, he just swept his arm. I don't, at this point, I could care if I sweep my arm, because this guy's armed. So now I'm sitting here going, oh my God, oh my God. What you did was this.
Too quick.
You were here, and you were looking at him, and he was looking at you, and then you went like this. See how what he did? As soon as you present, so we could have shot from here. Would you shoot from here?
Yeah, the only concern would be not moving my arm quite right and shooting my arm, but yeah.
I know where, I'm acutely aware where my muzzle is at all times.
Yeah, okay.
You have to be acutely aware of where your muzzle is at all times. So since I can't shoot from here, he's talking to them, he's doing his thing. So I could have gone from there to full extension, correct?
Yeah.
But I definitely waited. I hit him in the arm. Do you think he'd be able to use that arm to shoot that gun?
Probably not.
All right, that was just from there. So if I stand here, I'm waiting, I'm thinking, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. He's doing his thing. To center chest. When his eyes avert, I get violent. Not just gonna wait and take those hip shots. I want you to think about your timing being a little bit better. And I had to present the gun because I can't shoot through the vest. The first time I would have disabled his arm. Definitely catches him off guard. He's gonna wince. He's not gonna go right to guns. That's a real bullet, not a rubber ball. Then I can plow into him and just grind him into the ground. Now you said, well, maybe I should have shot more. Mentally, you knew you didn't need to shoot more, right? Because he went down.
All right, give me your all shit. You two, I want your stuff on the table. You as well.
Pull that vest out, use that cover. That's a little more dynamic and a little more aggressive. Then what do? Last thing, we scan for additional threats, find a position to cover.
Crimson Trace, known for lasers, but they also make a lot of weapon-mounted lights. Some of them are instinctive activation, and some of them are universal fit, so you can fit them on a lot of different guns. You gotta see what you're shooting at and if you should even shoot. Check them out. Lights from Crimson Trace.
On first-person defender, you're not always engaging one threat. You have to engage the most important threat, scan for additional threats, and get to cover. Now, if you can scan and get to cover at the same time, that's the best way to do it. I can practice that out on the range with my partner here. He's gonna give me a threat command. I'll engage one. I'll start moving towards cover, guns up, my head scanning, watching what's going on around me. He'll give me another threat command. I'll engage that one too, hopefully while I'm moving. Ready? Gun comes up and out. I get my shots. All right, so I accomplished two things at one time. I moved to cover, scanned for additional threats. If you're out on the range, you've got a range like this where you can do something like this. Think about practicing scanning for additional threats and let somebody else tell you when it becomes a threat.
First Person Defender brought to you by Ruger, T4E, and Crimson Trace.
So you can get whatever he wants, so I'm thinking he's definitely having seafood.
I'll have margarita.
Margarita? Okay. I like it.
Get him back.
Hey, you guys. Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, do you have anything for me? Can you help somebody out? Can you help a fella out?
I'm sorry, I have no money.
Are you sure? You guys don't have, you have a nice watch there. You have a nice watch? You have anything in your pockets? You're gonna give me something. You're gonna give me something. Put it out on the table. Put it out on the table. Put it on the table. Give me what you have. Give me what you have.
You noticed Willis.
Yep, he did. That changes things.
You had no idea bad guy number 2 was coming, did you?
That's all you have? Put it all in your pocket. That's all you have?
Whoa. I'll tell you what, he didn't do anything he didn't have to do.
He wanted to, but he realized he did not have a chance.
Index, index, index.
How are you feeling?
Frustrated.
Why are you frustrated?
Well, because, you know, wanting to defend, but knowing that there's not a damn thing that you can do.
Uh-huh.
Because then it'd get all 3 of us shot, 4 of us shot.
Which scenario went better, the first one or the second one?
This one here, yeah, sitting tight, not doing anything, survive it all. Everybody survived it all. So yeah, that's the better scenario.
It went better. So, it's frustrating, but you had to kind of, okay, we got to walk through this.
I thought about it a couple of times, and when I realized he was standing there behind the door, out of the same truck, I said, that's not good.
This scenario is different because you're not by yourself, right?
Right.
Talk about that.
Well, now I've got, you know, other people that I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do. You know, if I put myself in a situation that gets me screwed up, that's on me. But when I put other people in a situation that gets them screwed up, you know, that's not good.
Chris, I'll say this. You did a great job because first one, you got in a gunfight and frankly, you probably got killed.
Yeah.
You like won the gunfight, but you didn't.
Yeah.
You lost.
He won't shoot anybody else.
Right. This one, you're frustrated, but perhaps it went better because you didn't have to shoot anybody and no one got shot.
Right.
It's frustrating because it's a robbery.
That's truly the ultimate goal.
You're a prepared guy. You want to do something. How hard was it to not do something?
Even after they got back in the truck, yeah, I was thinking, okay, should I do something here? Or I said, no, just sit tight. They're not bothering us. They're not doing anything aggressive. Leave it alone. It was tough to do. And there's that mentality of, you know, you're not going to do that to me and to my family.
Right.
But at the same time, it was, no, there's nothing to be gained by doing this at this point, except satisfaction. And satisfaction doesn't pay bills.
Here's the secret. It was really up to you whether people got shot or not. The bad guys, their motivation was get goods, get the stuff. They were not going to shoot anybody.
Unless I forced it.
But if you forced it, everyone was getting shot. I think a lot of people who carry concealed are gun enthusiasts, shooters. If they have that imaginary gunfight in their head, a lot of times they imagine it going well. They don't imagine things going poorly.
You got to learn by making mistakes, but hopefully you make them in your head, thinking them through ahead of time, and not when the situation's actually, you know, cards on the table and money down on the table.
This is a hard scenario because a lot of people come on the show, we give them a gun, we give that Umarax with the paintball, they want to shoot someone, they think they're going to get in a gunfight, but sometimes the answer is don't pull the gun.
Yes, if you don't do anything stupid, you probably won't get shot. And he didn't. He picked up on Willis. He saw that there was an additional threat.
He perceived it, which some people don't, but he was looking out and he noticed there was a second bad guy, and he's right. If he had done something, it would have gone poorly.
Right, he would have had to be tremendously aggressive and get on 2 targets within very short time. He did the right thing.
To see all of Gun Talk's content, go to guntalk.com, guntalktv.com, or sign up for the Gun Talk newsletter.